What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today guys, I'm just gonna give you the real deal truth to get higher, stronger, and more stable kicks. The number one thing you need to immediately stop doing, stop focusing on stretching. Yes, you've been told flexibility is the way to go if you want higher kicks, and they're right if you want higher kicks. But if you want higher, stable, and stronger kicks, then you need to stop focusing solely on flexibility training. Training flexibility has wonderful benefits. It's gonna help you with recovery, building more elasticity in your muscles, helping to prevent injury, and it will help you achieve higher kicks. But again, if you want higher, stronger, and stable kicks, then focus on building strength. That is the key to higher, stable, and stronger kicks. Understand, tightness is often associated with weakness. So if you feel pretty tight, let's say trying to hold up a side kick, then it's not really a flexibility issue. It's more of a strength related issue. Of course, when you're holding a side kick, you're gonna need some decent flexibility. You know, good flexibility in your lower back, hamstrings. Having a good degree of flexibility in those two muscles, as well as other assisting muscles, will help you have a higher side kick. However, stronger, stable, high side kick, strength related issue. That's where mobility training supersedes flexibility training. Just focusing on stretching throughout the entire week in hopes that you're gonna get higher, stronger, and stable kicks.
It's just a dream.
That was my major issue when I was trying to achieve higher and stronger kicks. I will focus solely on flexibility training, and it did play somewhat of a role for me to achieve higher kicks. But I'm telling you guys, when I would throw those high kicks, I would often feel sore afterwards, and I'm just like, is it more or less just me getting older that I'm feeling sore right after a kicking session? And a good part of me believed it, like, this is my life, I have to accept this. This is what aging means. But it wasn't until I discovered mobility training, and it sounds like some kind of crazy testimony that I'm throwing to you guys, but it's really not. It's really mobility training that changed not only my aspect of training, but also transformed my entire body. Now after having a kicking session, no longer do I feel stiff or do I feel tired and tight. I feel great. And I spend a little bit of time dedicated to flexibility training throughout the week. See, we're often taught by our traditional martial arts teachers that we should just stretch if we want to achieve higher kicks. And yeah, I mean, if you look at a lot of the old school martial artists, they were able to achieve higher kicks. Just simply throwing a high hook kick, or let's say an inward, outward crescent kick, you can throw those pretty high without really too much dependence on strength. But if you want to hold a higher round kick, let's say for 15, 20 seconds, or a higher side kick for 30 seconds, then that's when we have to shift more of our attention to building more strength. Flexibility should be used as a tool to help you guys recover after your training. Now, it doesn't mean to neglect flexibility training. Use it as a supplementary tool to your strength trainer regimen. Flexibility is gonna help you guys to prevent injury, because if your muscles are more elastic, then they can be in these different positions without feeling so tight and awkward. But if you wanna help bulletproof those muscles and joints, meaning like you reduce the chances of you having an injury, then we need to focus on building strength. And that's where mobility training supersedes flexibility training. But you're gonna build the continuity of your musculoskeletal system. So if you want more strength, more optimized performance, more functionality, and more tissue resilience, shift more of your attention to mobility training. I probably dedicate like 5 to 10 minutes of stretching every single day, or if not, maybe 5 days out of the week. But I don't spend a whole lot of time focusing on flexibility. Since I've been incorporating more mobility style exercises, I saw a drastic increase not only in my performance and my tissue resilience, but just my overall energy level. And of course, if you guys have been watching me for a while, then you have seen my kicking ability. I'm able to hold high, stable kicks for, let's say, 20, 30, 45 seconds. Just don't primarily rely on flexibility training to help you guys to get higher, stable kicks. Use it as a tool to supplement your strength training regimen. You don't have to rely on these gimmicky machines like that little split machine that I have used in the past, where you place it in front of you and you pull it and it spreads your legs out to help you achieve the middle split. I used to use that tool probably like 3 or 4 times out of the week, and it was so painful just to hold that position. And stretching to some degree should be painful. You should have some level of discomfort when you stretch. That's just telling your brain that, hey, I'm feeling discomfort. But when you feel that level of discomfort, just make sure you guys breathe easy in that position, because this is gonna allow your brain to say, hey, this is uncomfortable, but we're able to get some good breaths in. So I'm gonna allow you to have more increased range of motion, which then is gonna increase your level of flexibility. It's like the same principle with mobility training. It's gonna hurt at first, it's gonna feel relatively uncomfortable, but as you guys do this over time, you're gonna see an increase in your performance. But use mobility training not only to achieve higher, stable, and stronger kicks, but just for your overall health. We want to build strength. When we build strength, our body is better protected, especially when we dedicate time to building strength in our joints. And I have videos you guys can check out on YouTube to help build up your hip mobility or help build up the strength in those smaller muscles around your body. Strength is a technique, and as we build more strength, we're gonna improve our technique. When we improve our technique, we improve our performance. But focus on mobility. Let that be the primary focus for your training throughout the week. Use flexibility training as a supplementary tool. You can even use like loaded stretching. That's also a great way to build strength. Don't be afraid to use weights to improve your strength. I don't know why so many traditional martial artists out there believe that weights is gonna make you slower and more bulky, but that's not the case. It's all about how you train. That's what ultimately dictates which direction you're going to go. So use some form of loaded stretching, mobility training, flexibility training in the form of just holding a static position. Use all of these tools, but put a higher emphasis on mobility training. That's the key to achieving higher, stronger, and more stable kicks. Because just kicking high is pretty easy. But if I want to achieve a higher, stronger, stable kick for, let's say, 15, 20, 30 seconds, mobility training is the way to go. I have videos on my YouTube channel to help you guys get started, and I also offer online coaching if you need proper programming, or maybe you just need some one-on-one attention. Let me know in the comments. Guys, that's all I have for you. If you enjoyed today's video, smash that like button. Most importantly, make sure you are properly subscribed. I'll see you guys next video. Peace and love as always. And ashe. Boom.
Perfect.
We out, baby.